Alright guys, so I have a 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I just replaced the radiator on this vehicle. It's a 4-cylinder. So I have the old one over there. It's inside that box. As you can tell, this is basically brand new, and you can really tell. So all I did was just remove this airbox tube. Actually remove the whole entire thing. So you got to remove the two clips, remove the screws, 1, 2. And there's a third one right there. So once you remove that air box, you just unplug this master flow sensor. Then just remove this, which is a 10mm bolt, and basically unplug the PCV valve hose right here. Just basically unplug this and get it out of the way, and basically move it out of place. It's very easy to do. I would say this only took me about 30 minutes to remove and install the new one. Right at this moment, the owner has to get a new radiator cap because unfortunately the old one doesn't fit. It fits, but the spring compression is a little bit different in comparison to the new radiator. So the old one has a small compression spring which barely goes down a little bit as comparison to this, which has a deeper spring to it. You would have to apply a little bit more pressure and actually twist. With the old one, you can't even do it at all. It's very limited. So I removed these bolts, which is a 12mm. So once you take it off, remove this hose, clamp, and then place it out of the way. Basically, just lift it up. You just be careful, there are some fluid, but unfortunately this one didn't have that much radiator coolant inside. So I removed this out of place, put it on somewhere where it doesn't leak out. At the very bottom there's a radiator hose, so it is a little bit difficult to get to the hose clamp on the lower one. So once you get this out of place, I would suggest you getting some help with somebody to hold the radiator up and out of place, and that way you can remove the hose clamp. There is a plug, so all you got to do is remove this plug right down there, just that one. The other one is actually attached to the fan. You don't have to remove it. There's a secondary plug right down below. As you can tell, there's a black one down there, or gray, dark gray. It's kind of hard to see. You don't have to remove that one. So once you get out of place, remove the bottom hose clamps, and there are two oil cooler hose right down there. It's very simple. You just have to remove it using a Needlenose plier and move it out of place. If it does become difficult, just use the Needlenose plier to apply kind of a grip pressure onto the hose and kind of twist it out of place and then pull it out. It's very simple. This, even if you've never done it before, it would take you about 30 minutes to an hour. But if you're very good at, removing parts in the car and installing things, it should literally just take you 30 minutes. That's what it just took me earlier. And then just basically remove this whole radiator fan. There's two of them, two separate ones. So you just got to remove these using a 10mm bolt socket or 10mm wrench, whichever one you have. I would suggest having a ratchet, deep socket or short socket, whichever one you have. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy and simple. All it took about to fill up this radiator was, I would say, not that much. It is a green coolant, so you would just use a 50/50 Peak or Prestone or O'Reilly's brand or AutoZone brand, or like the other ones that they have, Xerox. Xerox is a little bit more pricier, so I did buy two just in case. Actually the owner did, not me. Yeah, all you need is just one, literally, and just keep the one spare in your trunk just in case you need to refill again or fill. Yeah, and that's basically it. I mean, it's very simple, very easy to deal with, to work with this vehicle. Everything's very open and wide and open. Even he replaced the thermostat. It's also easy to get to. All he did was remove this air box, remove the other cords out the way. You can actually remove the battery for easier access, more play, more room for you to remove the housing, and replace the thermostat. Is very simple. That would probably take you about 30 minutes as well to an hour. I would say. Other than that, this vehicle seems fine. Besides just a new radiator hose, and maybe that's it. In time, it might need a new radiator hose. This is very soft. So as in time and place, you might have to replace that in the future. But at this moment, it works good as it is. Should have no issues, no problems. But that's about it, guys. Enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know. I can actually try to answer it as best to my knowledge, or whatever I can do to provide any kind of assistance. And trying to understand how did I remove it, or how did I install it. There are some bottom grommets on the bottom of the radiator, so you will have to remove it from the radiator and place it into the founding positions, which is right there. So place those first before you put it underneath the radiator, otherwise it's just gonna slip right off and fall. So I did change this bottom clamp to make it an easier access for me to take it off next time, just in case. So I positioned it this way, otherwise it was positioned upwards, which made it difficult to remove. So that's it, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Feel free, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. Other than that, I'm not sure what the owner has installed for this vehicle. That's it. Enjoy, guys.